If I could say anything to Katie right now, I would tell her thank you.
If Jasmine was here right now, I would definitely say that she became my role model while I was working with her, and just an inspiration to me. I kind of looked up to her in a lot of ways of how she was able to captivate the students, how engaging she was, her work ethic, just the charisma and excitement that she brought every day. She was just a ray of light and sunshine.
I would want to tell Professor Lewis how grateful I am for the experience to get to meet her and to get to learn everything that I have from her.
If Mr. Kolnick was here right now, I would probably just say a huge thank you because he truly changed the first semester of my college experience, and I do not think I would be enjoying college as much as I am right now if it weren't for him. So thank you, Mr. Kolnick.
If Danny was here right now, I would want to say to her that I appreciated how fun she made our class, because her and Abria, our peer leader, they made our class really special and unique, and I think it definitely made a community where we could have a great freshman year.
I think if Jasmine was here, I'd want to just tell her how grateful I am for her because she really helped me with a lot of things. She was always in my corner. She was always there for me. So.
I would say to Austin, thank you for such a great semester. He really was the best co-instructor ever. We had U101 together when I was a freshman, and it was such a great experience. So I was really grateful that I was able to give back to my USC community with Austin.
I would tell Wright, thank you so much for making my transition to college so easy. It was obviously a really stressful time in my life, but he was always there as a mentor, not just for me, but my whole class. And I would just tell him thank you for everything he's done for me.
Miss Rosalind made my first semester better because obviously the transition to college can be a lot sometimes, but I knew that that was a safe space, and I knew that that was the one class that I could go to and share anything and talk to anyone about anything, and she just really made it a safe space.
Professor Hill made my first semester better by just guiding me while I was stepping into new situations and scary situations, and just giving me reassurance that I wasn't doing anything wrong and that everything is a learning experience.
Wright made my first semester better in so many ways. He honestly made Carolina feel like home.
I think the way that Ryan really genuinely cared about the people in her class, Ryan was just such an amazing person to be around.
Professor Lewis was always there for you inside or outside of the classroom. I still keep in contact with her today, even though I'm not in U101 anymore, and she's just really always been there for me.
Miss Amanda is literally sunshine. She's amazing.
She had a good balance of being a teacher and a friend, and Ryan was just overall a great person. She was always just positive coming into the classroom and came up with a lot of creative stuff for us to do in our class and everything, and I feel like everyone just really enjoyed Ryan's class overall.
Miss Rosalind's really caring and down to earth, and I can come to her to talk about anything really. I really enjoyed U101 class with Miss Rosalind because she always made it fun even though it was at 8:30. So yeah, she's just really kind and understanding.
I think Jasmine was just really easy to talk to. She was really kind and relatable, and she was really good at including everyone and making everyone feel like they're at home.
I think Sully taught me too many to count, but I think the thing I took away from Sully the most is that it's much harder to be a mean person than it is to be a nice person, and it feels so good to be a nice person to other people that there's no reason not to be a nice person.
Amanda taught me, at least, to be myself and to be more confident in myself.
It was so welcoming, it felt like home. You could just talk to anyone without feeling nervous or anything. It just felt like home. It felt like you were with your family anytime you walked into the classroom, and I loved that. I loved everything about that.
Something that I really enjoyed about my U101 class with Professor Hill is that she made it a community and not only a classroom.
One word that I would use to describe Katie Jennings would be energetic.
I would describe Miss Rosalind as caring and thoughtful.
One word I would use to describe Wright is friendly.
Probably just amazing. Miss Rosalind just was very thoughtful, very caring, but amazing.
One word I would use to describe Dr. Lewis is welcoming.
If I had to describe Jasmine in one word, I would definitely use the word intentional.
Gosh, one word I would use to describe Professor Hill is joyful.
One word I would just use to describe Mr. Kolnick would be passionate.
One word that I would use to describe Danny is energetic.
One word I would use to describe Wright is selfless.
One word to describe Ashley would be amazing.